Hey, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Sabrina's Healthy and Whole. Before we get started, like, share, and subscribe, and set your notification so you get notified when I drop another video. So, I did a little short video saying that I was going to try out commentary for like Sunday nights, you know what I'm saying? Bravo Sundays. For Married to Medicine, for Housewife of Atlanta, for Housewife of Potomac, and I will get their name right by the time they air, hopefully. But if I don't, oh well. So because I those are my guilty pleasures, and I'm kind of into these shows right now. So I'm like, and I have a lot of opinions. I have opinions about the show and what's going on. So just to let you know up front, I do have my own notes that I write, but I also get nuggets from Dr. Heavenly because she has a background. She has the insight of what was going on. And of course it's from her point of view. So, you know what I'm saying, take it how you take it. And also Twitter. Like some of the things that the fans are saying, I look at it and their point of view and I might bring it up front, right? But again, this is my point of view on how I look at things. If you agree with me, you do. If you don't, you don't. It is, it is. It is what it is. I mean, we could agree to disagree sometimes, but let me just tell you, if you're a diehard a fan of any one of them, and I say something that you don't like, please let's be respectful. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I could look at your point of view like, huh, that makes sense, or okay, I see where you're coming from. Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Let's be respectful. Because you got to think about it. This is a show. We don't know these people in real life. This is a show. Okay. Okay. So the show started off with flashback or picked up from the last episode when Anila was robbed, and the whole fight between Audra and Toya. First, I felt bad for Anelia. I gotta get their names right now to pronounce their names if I'm gonna do stuff like this, right? Um, so we got to. I felt bad for her because no one should not have to come in from whatever to find their house violated. They've been robbed, right? Um, that is messed up. That is scary, and you know, saying you don't feel comfortable no more when your home has been robbed. So yeah, I feel bad for that. Um, I hope it wasn't fake, and I hope she didn't set it up. So, but anyway, um, and I believe, and the reason why that when we seen last episode that people that they brought up Toya's name and connected Toya with the robbery, which I don't think that she had anything to do with it. That's just whatever. But the reason why they connected Toya with the robbery was because, according to I think it was Quad, but definitely according to Dr. Heavenly, because when I watched her after show, after that episode from last week, she said that they was told by uh, Carrie, I think her name is Carrie, that Toya said there was a hit out on Anelia and her household. And when they say a hit, of course nobody not pew pew like you know what I'm saying, but it was a hit. And that so happened that was told 2 days before her house was broken into. So that's the reason why. Now, tell y'all let's keep it real now. If y'all was given that same information and then all of a sudden 2 days later something happened, you're gonna like, hmm, Toya name will come across your head, and you may not believe, and you die hard may not believe that she didn't do it, but it came across. So, no, they didn't have proof. So you know, what I'm saying, it was a hearsay. So that's another part of the whole rumor about this whole show. The last couple episodes, rumors. That was a rumor, but that rumor could be really that, and the whole that Toya is cheating on her husband. That is detrimental to people livelihood. So you got to be careful with that. But I don't necessarily see nothing wrong. I don't see anything wrong with them bringing it up because it was just told to them 2 days prior to the whole thing. And y'all, you shouldn't accuse people unless you know wholeheartedly they did it. But for them to bring it up, I don't necessarily see nothing wrong with it because they bring up everything else. But yeah, I don't think that Toya had anything to do with it. That's like, yeah, that's not. Mhm. But don't y'all shouldn't be hating or mad at Quad and Dr. Heavenly for talking about it because they talk about everything else, right? And you got to also keep in mind, I just want to say before I continue, you have to remember these people, they do 16 hours, 8 hours, 4 hours of filming throughout the day, and we don't see half of what's going on. So if they would put other things in to make, and but of course the show will be a lot longer than an hour or 45 minutes, then we'll get the gist of it. But we only see what we see, so we can only judge of what we saw, right? So okay. Um, 1 second. Another so the episode goes into Dr. Jackie welcoming in her new doctor. She gives good gifts. Yeah. I like the doc. Well, she hasn't really taught much, but I kind of like her persona, and it could be just because it was camera. I have a feeling they may even add her on next for next season as a new castmate. But anyway, but yeah, Dr. Jackie gives good gifts. Hi, Dr. Jackie. um, Another one is now with Dr. With not Doctor with Toya and Dr. Eugene. That whole family this episode with the family and the birthday, I really like that. I wish they would show more of that dynamic with Toya and her family because that's a good look for her. So I like the whole them going shopping for the birthday dinner. And I think that's very mature because what 12-year-old sit there like I want a birthday dinner, not a birthday party, not to go to David Buster's or the Jumping Zone. He wanted a birthday dinner, which I think that was awesome. And for him and his dad to sit there and to cook, that is they building memories. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a memory building type thing. 1 second. Yeah, so I really like that now, and I hope that they do more segments like that or scenes like that, show more interaction with the family for Toya and yeah, show more interaction with the family. Now, Dr. Simone and Cecil, how y'all gonna write a book? And y'all still not on the same page. Like, and then y'all both about to get y'all in more trouble. I'm just saying. Like, yeah, y'all need to go back to counseling, huh? But yeah, like, and then you don't put in the reason why y'all about to get divorced. This is a marriage book. If y'all gonna do it, go and do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't omit it and not submit the whole thing on why, you know what I'm saying, about the whole, because that's a part of, unfortunately, being married is some marriage is knocking on divorce. So people that buy the book will probably like to know what happened, what led up to it, and how did you get over it and got past it, and how y'all still married now. 1 second. Oh, y'all see Dr. Jackie commercial? Like her commercials ran every episode. When I tell you that's a businesswoman, that's a business. Her and Dr. Henley is a businesswoman, a businesswoman. So people need to, and I'm surprised. Oh, I'm surprised. This show been on for how long? 9 seasons, and they don't have more business adventures besides Dr. Jackie and Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Simone just now is coming out with her own product. I think Toya is doing something, but it's not being promoted like Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie is. So yeah. 1 second. Okay. So I like that Dr. Jackie is getting more balance into her life because she has a lot going on. That she's getting off at 2:30, being home by 3. You need balance. Um, also, did I say that? Yeah, and that's because they hired a new person. So I'm glad that she's balancing her life. There's a little bit more balance, less work because she's working while she's working. Like she's working, she's filming while she's in the office working. She's working while she's working, so she's making that money double time. So yeah. Um, Now we going to um, the whole thank you party, and they brought in. Now let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with a husband, bringing his wife a plate, and there's nothing wrong with the wife bringing her husband a plate. Is however y'all do it. So yeah, don't mock people for what they do. That was sweet of him for bringing his wife the plate. But yeah, I just want to say that. When they got to the whole conversation, Toya brought in Dr. Heavenly's name when they got into an argument. When Quad said, "Well, I heard it's a rumor that you said Anelia, and called Anelia a liar." And then Quad brought up, "Well, I heard that." So they got into a whole big argument, whatever. And then Toya brought up Dr. Heavenly because Dr. Heavenly wasn't really talking because her mom had passed in that had passed in that uh, episode. So one, Dr. Heavenly is thinking about the passing of her mom. I don't know during that time was the funeral taking place or they preparing a funeral, but her mom has passed. She's emotional. She ain't feeling it. You could tell she wasn't feeling it. She's there because she's obligated. So when when Toya brought up Dr. Heavenly name, she just went off. She just like, don't put me in it. I ain't got nothing. Nope, don't put me in. Which I can understand that. And y'all going in on Dr. Heavenly like, well, because on Twitter I seen something saying that y'all they coddle Dr. Heavenly and her behavior and let her go, saying rampant. They don't coddle her. They don't do that. If y'all watch the episode, they try to put her in her place. They try to confront her. They confronted her so many times. But Dr. Heavenly don't care. Dr. Heavenly do not care. She like, I'm sorry. And then a couple of episodes later, she back doing the same thing. So the thing is, I think Dr. Heavenly don't care. So it's either you deal with it or you don't. You like it or you don't. Whatever it is. So it's not that they call it. They put her. They check her. They try to check her. Well, they check her, but she uncheck it and keep on pushing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Um, so and when Toya brought up the whole when Dr. Heavenly told her about the whole rumor, I don't think she did it like to be messy. Now she could have done it before, but I think because the girl that was spreading the rumor was there, probably had caught Dr. Heavenly off guard. So she's like, look, let me go ahead and tell her, Toya, that these people over here are spreading a rumor about you and your husband. So now how Toya handled that, that's on her. But I don't think I mean, and I feel like if Dr. Simone, if it was a doc, if it came from Dr. Simone, um, and Toya still popped off, I don't feel like they will say, well, Dr. Simone was being messy. You know what I'm saying? She was just being a friend. So I just feel like at that point, Dr. Helmy knew the information, knew that it was coming from this particular person, and that particular person is in the same room as Toya, and she needed to be known. Now, on Watch What Happened Live last night, Dr. Simone said that Quad knew this, knew the rumor, knew that the girl was spreading the rumor, but still invited her to the party anyway. Which now if Toya and Quad was friends, it would have been wrong. But they're not friends; they're co-workers. So, and that's a lot of things that we get mixed up. They are not friends; they are co-workers. They're working together. How many of them actually hang out together? Not all of them. It's quite a few of them. They are co-workers. They're not friends. Now they were not when co-workers become friends and friends become family. That's a whole different thing. But I don't think none of them will become like really good friends. Not none of them. All of them won't become really good friends nor family. So Quad and Toya are into it. So I don't really too much blame Quad for inviting her friend and who she considers she is friends with, or how you say, whatever, because people, we use friends loosely, but are friends with. I don't see nothing wrong with her inviting her, because Toya and her are not friends; they are co-workers. So is Dr. Heavenly and Toya. Now, I think Toya, they, I just feel like Toya is a low hanging fruit, is a easy target because of her finance or whatever. Like, can we find something else, you know, to talk about? To like, if, other than her finances, we already know her finances aren't, they're not the very best. So, and we, a lot of people that talk about her finances off the show, I'm talking about the fans that trying to down Toya of her finances. How are your finances looking? You can't really talk. Maybe Dr. Heavenly, but like, let's you got to move on from that. And Dr. Simone said that Dr. Heavenly wanted her to be the mediator between her and Toya, getting back. I don't know if they're gonna be friends, but getting back on a positive note, which I think is good, because I think Dr. Heavenly could learn from Toya, and Toya could definitely learn from Dr. Heavenly. We can all learn from each other. So, I had notes. Um, those are notes that I took from the show. Um, and again, you know what I noticed? Dr. Contessa is, she's not as, besides the first beginning when Heavenly is wrong, Heavenly is wrong, Heavenly is wrong. But she's not really. I don't feel like she really is as active. There's not a lot of scenes with her on this last couple of episodes, and her husband Scott is really basically like, you couldn't tell that he's there. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. They like, look, I do know. They probably like, look, I got such a bad Scott. I think that's his name. Please correct me if I'm wrong, and I will do better next time. He probably like, look, y'all didn't talk about my wife didn't talk about me so bad last year. Please keep me to the very bare minimum on these episodes, because he probably figured like, the less you see me, the less you'll probably forget about last year. But yeah, so Doctor, and then Quad, like, you see little sprinkles of her, like they sprinkle her throughout the, like I said before. So there's a few people that was on heavily, like you see them like almost every episode last year. You don't see them in many episodes this season. I wonder. I can't wait for the reunion, because yeah, yeah. So, and again, everything is my opinion, but I will sprinkle some things in that I get from Dr. Heavenly or from Twitter and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to, now, please, I take constructive criticism. Let me know how I'm doing. This is my first video of me um, reviewing a show. I don't know how long I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing it. I don't know what's gonna happen. But hey, you never know until you try. So this is my first one. So that is it. See you next time with a new commentary with the new episode for Sunday. So see you next Sunday when it comes to this, and you have a great day.